And here we are, Thursday afternoon. Oh yeah, it's what, 3 p.m. plus 1 in the morning. Oh, almost hit the branch. Yeah, in the morning it was -6, and the forecast is always changing. And now apparently there is a very slight chance of rain during the weekend. Basically now they have turned it into a rainy snow, or snow with rain, rain with snow, something like that. And basically next week we have rain upon rain upon rain. So yeah, quite worse weather, worse weather than we are having. Joj, tičkica. Okay, gremo, hodimo. Yeah. Yesterday after our afternoon walk, I release her. I take off her harness, and she went, zoomies around the house. Yeah, she smelled mom while we were out. Oh, that crashed car is still there. Interesting, parked on a pavement. Yeah, so yesterday we came, she immediately smelled that mom has come. In the meantime, ran around the house. No mom, back to me, back to the back of the house, and then up the stairs. And then of course she has tripped herself on the stairs. I was yelling, stop running. Yeah, she was just so excited yesterday. Goodness. Oh yeah, speaking of parking, hot topic of this week is once again parking here in Ljubljana, because city council has increased parking rate. So technically we have whole Ljubljana is divided in 3 parking zones. In the city center you have to pay now, I think, €1.70 per hour, while in the 3rd zone you have to pay 70 cents per hour. But they have now also introduced nightly rate, so between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. They will charge you now 2 hours, 2 euros for all 8 hours. Yeah, I quite prefer this kind of weather when it's cold enough that there is no mud. It's not completely frozen as in the morning, but at least there is no mud. So yeah, as I was speaking already on Sunday, first complaints. Lizi, kak je to zdaj hodimo? Lepa, napejva naprej. Pusti. Pridi. Ok. Napejva, ja, pridna si bila. Ok, deva, hodimo, Lizika. Yeah, through the mud. So yeah, on Sunday, it was like unspoken agreement that on Sunday the city law enforcement people, so they're they're technically not a meter mates. They have more law enforcement powers, but they are not cops. So yeah, there was like an unwritten agreement that on Sundays they will not ticket people illegally parking around the churches in the time, during the time for mass or church service or whatever. Lizi, kaj to? And yeah, but this Sunday at least 2 churches, a lot of people got fines. And then on this Monday, apparently already at like 4:30 a.m., which is quite early for public officials to work, they went around at Stepansko Naselje, which is one of the districts here in Ljubljana, heavily built up with apartment buildings, which means no parking lots. And people, parking on the greens, on the pavements, everywhere. And so on Monday morning and Tuesday morning, they have fined more than 120 people, including some cars that were towed away. And of course people got quite upset. Tuki naravnost. Tuki. So yeah. Tuki. Ne bomo se nič glej naprej. She's watching around, and then currently she was watching a doggo, and then she is tripping because she doesn't watch in front of her. Dust. The ground is just enough frozen that usually when it's plus like 5-10 degrees, you can squish it, the ground. But now it's a little bit harder, and it's a little bit difficult to walk. All these bumps are quite solid. Yeah. So yeah, people are quite upset now, especially in some districts here in Ljubljana. They were building a new apartment buildings, but there were no increase in public parking spaces, parking lots, or even perhaps parking garage houses, garages. And of course now already opposition put their 2 cents in that when they will be elected, they will revoke all these fines. Liza, kako to hodimo? I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, next Wednesday we have our regular yearly checkup. So yeah. Okay, we will end on this point.